What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to another video. So I want to take my channel in the direction so I can post more consistently, post every single day. That is my promise to y'all now. I'll post a video every single day. You know, if I don't have any network connection issue, because one of the days I did have a connection issue. But in this video, I want to start giving so much value that y'all are getting something out of it. Not just, oh, this is how you should think. This is how you should think. Like, no, like step by steps so you can actually, put yourself in the right position. It don't matter how old you are on this channel, it's for everybody. I want to help as many people as possible genuinely, because me watching YouTube videos will help me get to this point where I can have a Sharingan pendant around my neck, right? If you know what a Sharingan is, right? You watch Naruto, comment Naruto down below, man. But anyway, you know what I'm saying? Like, to put me in the path of success, to be able to quit my job and be able to live financially free, have the three F's: location freedom, financial freedom, and time freedom. Those are the three things I work hard for. Of course, not going in depth about family. Not going in depth about family and all the other things, right? But those are the three things I've always strived for in my life. Those three F's, right? Patented, right, by me, right? I'm saying, hey, nobody else talk about the three F's but me. But anyway, in this video, I'm going to talk about how to get over a breakup, right? I'm 24 now, and I've went through two breakups, really about two, three breakups. Actually about three breakups with the same person, three breakups in my life. And I want to talk about how I handled those things. The first time happened, I was about 16, 17 years old. Second time, I was about 20 years old. And third time, I think I was 21 or something like that. Yeah, 21 at that age. All right, so I want to talk about how to go about a breakup, because a breakup, as a man or woman, it really does change you, and sometimes it can be for the better. Whether you're in a wrong or not, it can be for the better, so you can learn. And I just want to talk about that. I know a lot of people don't touch on these topics, and I usually talk about personal finance, but on this channel, I want to start talking about more sentimental, more deep things to connect with y'all more. I want to connect with y'all as much as possible, right? So y'all can know my experiences, what got me to this point, and that to know that I'm just a regular person, right? I'm a regular person. I got feelings. I've been hurt. I done hurt feelings too before. But yeah, how to get over a breakup, topic at hand, right? So my first breakup, like I said, happened when I was about 16, 17 years old or so. And I recall the time I was like, okay, I've been with my girl for I think 7 months. At that point, it was like 7 months. I'm like, okay, we've been together for like 7 months now. And I remember the issue, what ended up happening was she had a guy best friend, and I didn't really rock with that, right? I'm like, hey, like, bro, I'm a guy. I know, like, I don't know how you don't know, but y'all get what I'm saying, right? I'm like, yo, there's no guy best friend. I don't do that guy best friend stuff. But it's like, this dude been around before me, so it's like before my time, so like can't really say nothing. And that was my first official relationship. So I'm like, maybe I'm being a little insecure, whatever the case may be, which is how I was coming off, right? I feel like I was presenting the right way, like, hey, like, this is wild, right? Because bro was doing some wild stuff. But anyway, I'm like, yo, I already know what's up. Like, bro, I'm a guy. You got a bad chick. There is no guy best friend. Like, bro, just waiting for his opportunity. You know what I'm saying? So I shared that with my partner. I'm like, yo, like, this dude, like, I'm not liking it. And just went to a lot of, like, head clash, right? Clash a lot. It's like, hey, and if you are going through something like that right now, you're not going through a breakup, your girl got a guy best friend, yo, cut that off ASAP. I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna keep it a buck. Call me what you want, say what you want, don't do it, bro. Like, cause you know, if you had a girl best friend and she was bad, and one day she told you, hey, me and my man's, it's not going so good right now. You like this girl, you probably not gonna give her the best advice. You might be like, man, forget that dude. You know what I'm saying? But that's what it is. Like, that dude owes you no loyalty. He just thinking, with his other head. You know what I'm saying? He owes you no loyalty. So it's like, it is what it is. So just know that, hey, you can't be mad at the other person. You can't be mad at your partner. So just control that. You can't control what bro is on unless you want to fight, But anyway, so I'm like, that's what it was. And then it came off a little bit, I guess, insecure, which I don't agree. But it was just like, but she couldn't see it, right? So it was like, oh, she couldn't see it. And I'm like, hey, I don't really rock with this. I can't, what I'm saying? I don't want to keep doing this. And it just kept clashing a lot of the time. I'm hearing things at work, and I'm just like, yo, this is not really it, right? And So I ended up telling my girl that she's like, oh, you being insecure, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if this is, the right relationship for me, if you're gonna be like this. I've known this guy. I'm like, you know what? No worries. And remind y'all, I had been essentially acting like a simp at that point, right? Just let me not, well, just showing a lot of love and affection. My first relationship, I was so in love. I'm like, yo, just dumping just all my love, everything in that. And it was being reciprocated, but it felt like I definitely, and I couldn't see what I was doing, right? I couldn't see what I was doing. Like, I was just like, I'm like, yo, I'm just trying to show so much love. I'm like, the girl's mad at me. Okay, hey, I'm gonna buy you some shoes just to show you my love. Like, I'm just like, yo, I'm just doing everything, not really knowing that I was kind of simping a little bit, right? And, as a woman, women are women, right? As a man is a man. So, like, meaning that you cannot make yourself a simp, right? If your girl break up with you and you realize you was a simp, what happened? You know what I'm saying? It's like, yo, you should not be a simp. You should still be, what they say, alpha male. Like, you should, like, not even saying red pill, blue pill, none of that. I'm just saying, hey, you got to put your foot down. You know what I'm saying? You got to act like a man. It is what it is. But I was just doing too much, and I wasn't being assertive enough, right? And a woman need that, right? But it's like, I was just so in love. I was blinded. You know what I'm saying? So what I would say is, getting over a breakup, whatever the case may be. Oh, actually, I guess I'll finish the story, right? So it's like, and then what happened was, I presented that. She's like, oh, you being insecure, da-da-da. I'm like, okay, you know what? I don't think it's working out. She said, I don't think it's working. I'm like, okay, all right. And then what happened is, after you broke up, I got to let it marinate, and really realize what just happened. Like, yo, I just poured all my love into this relationship, and this mother just broke up with me, right? That's how I felt at the time. Like, this mother just broke up with me. Man, I'm gonna turn up, right? So anyway, so the first thing you want to realize is, how did you act in that relationship, right? That's what I was getting to. How did you act in that relationship? Is it your fault? You know what I'm saying? What could you have done better? Or was you doing too much? You know what I'm saying? Like, what really happened in that relationship? Was you too insecure? Like, what really happened in that relationship? This is gonna help you become a much better person. In my situation, I'm like, okay, well, I poured a lot of love. This person didn't understand it, and it was because that person was not ready for a relationship yet, and it just didn't go good, and just didn't understand, was not seeing. You know what I'm saying? Was not seeing what I was seeing, and it just wasn't the best communication. We was young anyway. It is what it is, right? So just going back and forth, and then I really realized, okay, this is where I went wrong. And I started coming to me like, yo, I was being a soft guy, right? I was just letting things just, slide. Come on, I love this girl. I'm just letting things slide. And that's not the best thing to do. So it's like, okay, cool. Now I start reflecting on how I acted. But it's like, when you're in that environment, you can't think straight. When you're out of that environment, like, this is God doing you a favor. Like, if it happened, you guys, as unfortunate as it is, whoever did wrong, whatever the case may be, everything happens for a reason sometimes, unfortunately, right? So it's like, now this is a great time to reflect on what you did wrong and what you did right. What really happened in a relationship. Like, really just no biasness. Just like literally just reflect, marinate, and just meditate on exactly what is happening. This is going to help you solve that problem for the future, whether you get back with that person or you move on to the new partner. Because if you don't think about these things, it's not going to help you at all. So, okay, for me, I'm like, okay, I realized what I did wrong. You know what I'm saying? I realized what I did right. And I'm like, okay, if this person is not valuing me, let me take this elsewhere. Let me use this energy to feel myself, because I'm like, now I'm so angry. I'm so upset that this person broke up with me. And now I'm just like, okay, but it's like, why do I have to wait to get broken up to have that type of energy? Because it sparked something in me where I'm like, yo, like, and it was in me for a long time where I always, no matter what, we got back together, but I'm like, I'll always like, man, like, I can't have that happen again, right? I'm not going to let that happen. And I would say it pushed me over too much, right? Because then it made me have some resentment, right? But it's like, you want to find the right middle ground where you don't have resentment for this other person if you was to get back with them, or resentment at all for that person, forgive and forget, easier said than done. But reflect on exactly how the relationship went by, your wrongs, her wrongs, or your wrongs, his wrongs, whatever the case may be, and really understand exactly what went wrong or right. And this is going to help you improve in yourself. And then any anger you're feeling, right, let it go. Or you can also just leverage that and feel yourself. Because then I'm like, okay, you have to understand, everybody always have to think of themselves as the prize. I'm like, okay, like, let me not even say the prize, right? Because I don't really like that term, right? But it's like that's what people are more familiar with. But think of yourself as a person who undoubtedly would achieve success. And if somebody else don't want to be with you, they're missing out, right? That would be the best thing to say, not the prize, but that's a better, much better way to say it. Think of yourself as a person. If anybody leaves you and they did you wrong, they're missing out on a lot of stuff because you're gonna be in a great position in the future, right? Whether you are where it doesn't matter where you are right now, whether you're in a great position, you're gonna be better position in the future, right? Use this to leverage some momentum and start putting that towards somewhere else. Like this time, honestly, through a breakup, like that is when you will like literally like through breakups is when I've gotten to the best shape of my life sometimes. Like it's bad. But it really be like that. Like that's when you have the most like sometimes like just free will to just do anything, just momentum. Because like you want to like, oh, I want this person to see me like, ooh, like you know what I'm saying? Like sometimes it really be like that. So it's like this is a what's a good way to put it? It's a curse and a gift at the same time. Like, yes, it's very unfortunate, but guess what? You might come out more successful than you ever were. Whether that's in your actual body. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna show the core right now, but in your actual body, in your wallet, whatever the case may be, whatever you're trying to achieve, like, yo, when you are going through a breakup, you can leverage that energy and put that elsewhere, right? That is one of the best ways to leverage a breakup. And then this is a great time to reflect on exactly what you did wrong and exactly what you did right, right? And now you don't want to make the same mistakes and repeat that for the next person, or if you was to get back with this person, right? What I want you to do is literally look at exactly, analyze where it went wrong, what went wrong, and figure that out, leverage that energy elsewhere, and then push that to strive for better things for yourself, whether that's getting in the right shape, you know what I'm saying, getting in better shape, or making more money. That is my way of getting through a breakup. All right, that is the best way to get through a breakup is to leverage that energy and put it elsewhere. You're gonna go to one of those rooms where you just punch, stuff, or you want to get a new activity, whatever the case may be. That's one of the best ways to do it because of the fact you can't sit around sobbing. Nothing is gonna change. You cannot sit around sobbing. And I will also recommend getting around some friends, a lot of friends, getting activities and stuff like that. Just keep your mind distracted. But you don't want to keep your mind distracted all the time. That's why I say, hey, as soon as it happens, reflect on exactly what's going on because it's like you're trying to keep all that bottled up, trying to like distract your mind with different things. When it's like, hey, it's just essentially filling up a tank and waiting for it to explode. You know what I'm saying? So you don't want to do that. You want to look at the root of the problem. What happened? What went wrong? What went right? That is a tongue twister. And, act accordingly. All right, so I appreciate everybody for watching. If you have any other suggestions for videos, let me know down in the comments. I'm going to do more videos like this as well, too. Talk mindset and talk about these different things. What inspired this video was actually Avery B, right? He inspired this video on his AB Academy YouTube channel and stuff like that. So I've been watching that a lot. I'm like, you know what? I like that concept. And I'm like, yo, I literally seen he was at like 2K, 20K, whatever case may be. I had took like a 4-month hiatus. I come back, bro, was up 70K. I'm like, yo, what's going on? You know what I'm saying? I got to turn it up. But and he dropping videos every day. I'm liking it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just feeding off that. I'm feeding off that energy virtually. But I appreciate everybody for watching. I'll catch y'all on the next one.